Paula Madrigal. I'm the Artistic Director of Opera Cultura, and I'm thrilled to be speaking today with Maestra Paula Madrigal. Welcome, Paula.
Hello, Hector. Thank you for having me today.
Absolutely, absolutely. Well, I'm thrilled that you'll be conducting our upcoming production of Frida by Robert Rodriguez, a wonderful composer, Mexican-American composer. And I mentioned that because as far as I know, he was the first Mexican-American opera composer. And some of you may not know this, but Houston Grand Opera actually premiered his work, and it's been touring throughout the country for many, many years. And for us personally at Opera Cultura, we're thrilled to be able to have it, be able to produce it in this coming season. So Paula, this is a chance for our audience to know a little bit about you. So tell me, how did you start as a conductor? What inspired you?
Hello, everybody. My name is Paula Madrigal. Thank you, Hector, for having me. And thanks for the opportunity. I'm so excited for be conducting this opera in San Jose, California. And I started to conduct by necessity because the conductor in the university where I was working, he got sick and I had the opportunity to start, but when I try it, I love it. I fall in love of conducting and I understood that was I was meant to be a conductor because I felt alive. I felt that I found my place in the world. And that's the way that I started to conduct by accident, by destiny. I don't think that I choose to be a conductor. I think like the music shows me
Yeah,
and I
yeah.
feel so
The
fortunate
universe,
too. Yes, the
yeah, the
universe.
universe chose you, chose you.
Exactly.
Now, can you tell me or remind me, where did you grow up?
I grew up in Guadalajara, Mexico, and actually I live in Seattle, Washington.
Yes, and you have a an orchestra up north.
Yes, I'm the artistic director to Orquesta Norwest, that is a non-profit organization, and we have different orchestras. We have orchestras for beginners until advanced students, and we have one community orchestra, is the Ballard Civic Orchestra, and also here I work with Seattle Opera.
Yes, yes, and we've worked together. We haven't never met, but your orchestra commissioned me to write a piece for them. Jose Luis Munoz, who's a colleague and friend, he introduced I think you to me, and it was a wonderful opportunity. So thank you for that, and I'm very glad to be able to reciprocate and have you premiere Frida for us in San Jose. Now, tell me what how do you see your role in terms of giving this opera a voice? What's your approach when you are studying this, when you've been studying the score? What comes out for you, as a, and particularly given your background, that you grew up in Mexico?
Um, First of all, to have this opportunity, Frida, I think is a very important woman for Mexican, for all the Mexican, because she's a great artist, and for us, like she's very important, no? And have the opportunity to meet her life through music is very interesting. Like find, for example, the songs that I grew up with. For example, the song about the piñatas. No,
Mm,
that is a thematic. You can hear that theme through all the music and familiar rhythms, no Mexican style. You can feel it in your body. Is something that I learned from I was when I was a baby. All these kind of rhythms and words and squinklas, no
yeah, yeah. So
squinklas.
are you finding those sort of musical idioms, those musical ideas in the score by Rodriguez?
Yes, I found all the Mexicans um, styles or ideas in the music,
Yeah.
all the in Latin Americans rhythms, not only Mexican.
Yeah, yeah. It's a very unique score in terms of the instrumentation. You want to talk a little bit about that?
Yes, we have like a different instrumentations. You have the opportunity to do opera with big instrumentations, and they have the option to have another with less instruments, and they have another that you can have a suite. They put all the Frida pieces together, and you can have that three different options. If you have a big budget, you can do the complete opera with different singers and musicians. But if you have a short budget, you can do only the suite. In this case,
Yeah.
we're gonna do the version, the complete opera, but with reduced instrumentation.
Right, right. So we're doing the full production with a pretty large cast. We'll talk about it in another video, but for us, it's going to be the most elaborate, perhaps most expensive production we've ever done. And to have you conduct it is wonderful, wonderful. Tell me a little bit about um, now this. I know you've conducted in Teatro de Gollado and some wonderful venues throughout Mexico and of course in the US. But as I understand it, this is your first opera that you've conducted. Is that
Yes,
right?
this is the first opera that I'm gonna conduct, like full opera with singers, orchestra, and that's gonna be the first one, because I had the opportunity to do something with choir, for example, Mozart Requiem, but it's not opera, and I had the opportunity to do some arias, for example, Dido and Aeneas, things like that, arias from operas, but not a complete opera with cast and all
Set and
the sets, yes,
singers. Yeah,
singers. Yes, when
yeah,
I was in Mexico, when I was a teacher in the university, we did pastorelas. It's kind of theater, but it's no opera either.
yeah, yeah. So the next question is kind of an unusual question, and I mention it only because we've been around for about 12 years. We've had usually our maestro is Termajan Yursonov. He conducts for us. This is the first time that we've had a female conductor, first time we've had a Latina conductor. And you were awarded a grant from Opera America to help, subsidize you to come. But of course, they select, a very high caliber um, artist. So, so I know your music, I know who you are. So for us, I know you're going to do an excellent job. But what does it mean for you personally in your career to be conducting for the first time an opera?
For me, it's very important. Very important. Thank you, Hector, for the opportunity, and Opera America, and all the people that trusted on me. Um, because I think this is the first step, I hope, for a long career, like a conductor, no, as a woman conductor in opera, and maybe that can open the doors for me for conduct professionals, orchestras, or have better opportunities. I think this can be a huge difference for me.
Yeah, yeah. Well, I'm thrilled, Paula Maestra. I have to call you Maestra because you're the conductor. So I'm very happy, Maestra, that you will be conducting for Opera Cultura, and I'm very happy that this will be the first time that we are having a Latina um, female conductor. I think it's important for us and for the field. And I think also because of your connection to Frida culturally, I'm Chicano, which is very different than being Mexicano, but I think, for us, Frida is an important person for us. But I think for Mexicans in particular, of course, Frida Kahlo is, an amazing artist and quite a legacy. So is
Yes,
there anything?
when I was young, I went to her house in Mexico City, and I saw her clothes, I don't know, her room, all her belongings. And later, with the years, I went to New York, and I saw her paintings in a very important museums, and that really made me feel inspired, like as a Latina and as a woman, like another Mexican woman did that kind of job, I can do it also. And now that I'm conducting Frida, and in San Jose, where my grandfather and my family lives is very important for me.
I did not know that.
Yeah,
I did
because
not
how the
know
people
that.
say, he crossed the frontier and I can cross the stage. I can cross the,
That's
yeah,
wonderful.
yeah.
That's wonderful. Well, thank you so much, Paula. Is there anything else that you want to say to our viewers?
Thank you, and come to the opera. I hope we can see you there.
Wonderful, wonderful. Well, thank you everyone for joining us. As I've said earlier, to have Maestra Paula Madrigal conduct for us is an absolute thrill. She's going to do an amazing job. We have a wonderful group of musicians and singers, and you'll learn all about what we're doing to make this one of the most spectacular productions we've ever produced of Robert Rodriguez's opera, Frida. Thank you again.